friends, and welcome back to the Boogie Woogie Breakfast Show. Summer is here, and everybody's chasing a little sunshine. Some folks are flying to Hawaii, some are driving to the mountains, lakes, beaches, and canyons, and some are making beautiful memories right in their own backyard. Today we celebrate summer vacations and the funny little surprises along the way. Our first story starts with 2 tickets to Hawaii, packed suitcases, a happy couple, and one vacation plan that didn't go exactly as expected. Turn up the jukebox. Here we go. Monday morning sunshine came dancing through the door. Mary packed her dresses, 20 shirts or maybe more. Johnny had the suitcase sitting proudly by the Chevrolet, saying, honey, by tomorrow we'll be dancing far away. The calendar was circled, vacation time was finally here. 2 weeks of ocean breezes and skies so blue and clear. They saved their little dollars inside a kitchen jar. Now Hawaii was awaiting somewhere beyond the stars. 2 tickets to Hawaii, 2 hearts ready to go, dreaming of palm trees where the warm winds blow. Everything was perfect, everything was planned, but sometimes life starts laughing at your perfect little plan. They left their little dog with Mr. Wilson down the street, with his favorite old blanket and his favorite treats to eat. Take good care, buddy, we'll be back in 14 days. Buddy wagged his tail in his funny little ways. The neighbors waved goodbye from the garden gate. Bring back some sunshine, but don't stay too late. Mary checked the windows, Johnny checked the light. Everything was ready for the big Hawaiian flight. 2 tickets to Hawaii, 2 hearts ready to go, dreaming of palm trees where the warm winds blow. Everything was perfect, everything was planned, but sometimes life starts laughing at your perfect little plan. The alarm clock started ringing before the morning sun. Johnny said 5 more minutes and the trouble had begun. Mary kept on dreaming about the ocean and the sand, while that little clock was moving faster than they planned. They jumped out of bed and ran around everywhere. One shoe in the kitchen, curlers flying through the air. Johnny grabbed the suitcase shouting, honey, we'll be fine, but the clock on the wall showed a very different time. The old Chevy started coughing halfway down the avenue. Johnny said, come on, darling, I'm depending here on you. Every traffic light turned red along the way, like the whole little town wanted them to stay. They rushed into the airport with a happy little cheer. Don't worry, honey, paradise is almost here. But the lady smiled softly and said, I hate to explain, your beautiful Hawaii trip just left on that plane. 2 tickets to Hawaii, 2 hearts ready to go, dreaming of palm trees where the warm winds blow. Everything was perfect, everything was planned, but sometimes life starts laughing at your perfect little plan. They looked at each other, didn't know what to say. Their 2-week vacation had just flown away. Then Johnny started laughing and Mary laughed along. Sometimes a little mistake becomes your favorite song. They drove back home where the neighbors gathered round. Where's Hawaii? Where's that island sound? They lit up the barbecue underneath the sky and made little paper palm trees for a backyard paradise. Buddy came running and jumped into their arms. The radio was playing with that summer evening charm. Neighbors started dancing on the old backyard floor. Nobody was thinking about Hawaii anymore. Johnny told Mary maybe this was meant to be. We found our little island right here, you and me. Sometimes the best trips don't go the way you plan. Sometimes paradise is waiting on your own little land. 2 tickets to Hawaii, but we missed that plane. Sometimes sunshine comes after a little bit of rain. The best vacation memories aren't always where you planned. Sometimes paradise is right there in your backyard land.
All right, folks, keep that coffee warm and that jukebox spinning. Our next summer vacation story takes us deep into the great outdoors, where one family packed their tent, their fishing poles, and a whole lot of confidence. They wanted a peaceful camping trip under the stars, but somebody from the forest had other plans. Here comes a little adventure we call camping with a bear next door. The Johnson family packed up on a sunny Friday morning. Daddy said the greatest woodsman in this town was born. He loaded up the Ford with a tent and fishing gear, saying, "Don't you worry, folks, your camping king is here." Mama packed the sandwiches and homemade apple pie. Little Billy brought his slingshot, aiming at the sky. Sally brought her teddy bear and a little radio too. They were heading for the forest where the tall pine trees grew. Camping with the bear next door, never had a vacation quite like this before. Underneath the moon and the stars so bright, everybody's got a story after one wild night. They reached the camping grounds before the evening light. Daddy said, "I'll build this tent in minutes, nice and tight." An hour later he was tangled head to toe, with ropes and poles going every way they shouldn't go. Mama just smiled with a coffee in her hand. The camping king is fighting with a piece of land. The kids were laughing sitting by the old pine tree. Even the little squirrels came around to see. Camping with a bear next door, never had a vacation quite like this before. Underneath the moon and the stars so bright, everybody's got a story after one wild night. The fire was glowing and the stars began to shine. Daddy said, "See, folks, everything turned out fine." They sang little songs by the warm campfire light, then crawled into the tent for a peaceful forest night. But somewhere in the darkness came a funny little sound. Something was moving and walking around. Daddy grabbed the flashlight, whispered, "Stay behind me there. I think we might be neighbors with a big old bear." Mama held the blanket, Billy hid his pie, Sally asking bear smell cookies nearby. Daddy stepped outside like a brave movie man, holding that flashlight with a shaking little hand. He looked to the left and he looked to the right, searching through the shadows of the quiet summer night. Then he saw 2 eyes by the old wooden chair and shouted, "Everybody, I found the bear." Camping with the bear next door, never had a vacation quite like this before. Underneath the moon and the stars so bright, everybody's got a story after one wild night. But it wasn't a bear standing big and tall, it was the smallest little raccoon of them all, wearing cookie crumbs like a little forest king, dancing with the breakfast and everything. The family laughed so hard they nearly cried. Daddy said, "Well, at least I really tried." The raccoon ran away with the victory snack, while everybody waved and shouted, "Come on back." Years went by, but they always told the tale of the camping trip where bravery almost
fail. No fancy hotels, no ocean shore, just a little raccoon knocking at their door. Sometimes vacations don't follow your plans. Sometimes adventure comes with tiny little hands. The best memories you'll ever keep are the funny ones that make you laugh before you sleep. Camping with a bear next door, never had a vacation quite like this before. The woods gave them laughter and a little bit more from the tiny little bear living next door.
How are you feeling out there, folks? Still got that summer smile going? Well, keep your sunglasses close, because our next vacation story is taking us all the way down to sunny Miami Beach. Frank and Betty hit the road in the shiny Chevrolet, heading down to Florida for a summer holiday. Palm trees waving in the sun, ocean shining blue. Frank said, Betty, watch me now, I'll show them what I do. He bought a flower shirt and brand new surfing shades. Said the beach will know my name for many, many days. Betty smiled and shook her head, laughing in her seat. All right, my surfing superstar, let's get you to the beach. He's the surf king of Miami Beach, the biggest dream just out of reach. He falls down and tries once more, the happiest surfer on the shore. Frank walked onto the sand, board under his arm, waving like a movie star with his famous charm. Everybody turned around to see this surfing man. Frank said, watch this everyone, I've got the perfect plan. He stepped into the water, ready for the ride, standing like a champion with Betty by his side. Then a tiny wave arrived, rolling nice and slow. Frank flew through the salty air, putting on a show. He's the surf king of Miami Beach, the biggest dream just out of reach. He falls down and tries once more, the happiest surfer on the shore. Kids were laughing on the sand, clapping with delight. Frank got up and proudly said, I almost had that right. Second try and third one too, maybe number 10. Every time the ocean won, Frank came back again. Betty brought a lemonade, sitting by the sea. You're not the greatest surfer, but you're the best to me. Frank just smiled and tipped his shades, pointing at the tide. One more wave is all I need for my perfect ride. The whole beach gathered round, waiting for the show. Come on, Frank, you got it now, everybody yelled, let's go. A little wave came rolling in, sparkling in the sun. Frank stood up for 7 seconds, feeling number one. People cheered and danced around, right there on the sand. Frank became a legend, but not the way he planned. Not because he never fell or ruled the ocean blue, because he kept on smiling like happy people do. He's the surf king of Miami Beach, the biggest dream just out of reach. He falls down and tries once more, the happiest surfer on the shore. That evening by the ocean, the jukebox played a tune. Everybody danced around underneath the moon. Frank told all the people with a funny little grin, the ocean won today, but
but tomorrow I might win. Betty laughed beside him, holding on so tight. This was our best vacation and our funniest night. Some stories come from winning, some from falling too. Sometimes silly moments are the ones that stay with you. Years later, every summer, they told that story more about the surfing hero on that Miami shore. The board was in the garage, the picture on the wall of Frank standing proudly before his famous fall. Every family has a story they laugh about for years, full of sunny memories, happy smiles and cheers. He's the surf king of Miami Beach, the biggest dream just out of reach. He found his summer magic on that sunny shore. The surf king of Miami, forevermore.
All right, folks, our summer road keeps rolling, and this next story is shining bright under the Las Vegas lights. One lucky penny, one confident husband, and one wife who might just steal the show. Lucky penny in Las Vegas. He packed his finest suit, polished up his shoes, said tonight in Vegas I simply cannot lose. Mary smiled beside him in their Cadillac so bright, driving through the desert under golden summer light. He had a little penny from 1949, kept it in his pocket, said this lucky charm is mine. By tomorrow morning everyone will know my name. Mary laughed and whispered, just remember it's a game. Lucky penny, under Vegas lights, dreaming big dreams on those summer nights. Sometimes luck comes in a funny little way, and the biggest winners have the least to say. They walked into the hotel like a movie scene. Eddie felt like a king, living out his dream, shaking everybody's hand, smiling ear to ear. Better watch out, Vegas, the lucky man is here. First he tried a little game with confidence and style, lost his lucky dollar, but he kept his smile. Don't you worry, Mary, I'm just warming up tonight. But his lucky little penny wasn't working quite right. Lucky penny, under Vegas lights, dreaming big dreams on those summer nights. Sometimes luck comes in a funny little way, and the biggest winners have the least to say. Eddie tried another round, then another two. Every single time he said, I know what to do. The waiter and the doorman started smiling too. Everybody knew Eddie before the night was through. Mary sat there laughing, drinking lemonade, watching all the memories that the evening made. She said, give me that penny, just one little try. Eddie said, all right, dear, let that penny fly. Mary closed her eyes, made a tiny little play, said, win or lose, we had a perfect day. The lights began flashing, the bells began to ring. Everybody turned around to see this crazy thing. Eddie dropped his hat, almost hit the floor. Mary stood there smiling like she'd done it before. The lucky little penny finally found its way, just not in the pocket Eddie planned that day. Lucky penny, under Vegas lights, dreaming big dreams on those summer nights. Sometimes luck comes in a funny little the least to say. Walking out together down the Vegas street, Eddie told the strangers, everyone they'd meet. I knew my little Penny had a perfect plan. They just needed Mary, not this old man. Mary bought the breakfast at the diner down the road. Eddie told the story everywhere they go. Not about the money, not about the prize, but about that funny moment and his big surprise. Years went rolling onward, still they told the tale of the Vegas vacation where Eddie's luck did fail. But every time he told it, he'd smile and proudly say, I picked the lucky woman long before that day. The penny stayed forever in a little picture frame, not because of fortune, not because of fame. Just a summer memory from a crazy little night when Mary beat Las Vegas under neon lights. A lucky penny under Vegas lights, dreaming big dreams on those summer nights. The greatest treasure at the end of the day was laughing together all the way.
Now this next vacation story starts with a full tank of gas, a brand new road map, and a driver who was absolutely sure he didn't need one. Sometimes the wrong road takes you exactly where you belong. The wrong turn on Route 66. George packed up the Chevrolet early Saturday, suitcases on top, ready for the highway. Lucy brought the sandwiches, kids jumped in the back. Everybody smiling, rolling down the track. They were chasing sunshine on Route 66. Little roadside diners and their famous photo pics. Lucy held the road map, said, I can help you, dear. George just laughed and told her, no need for that around here. Wrong turn on Route 66. Sometimes life has funny little tricks. You might get lost, but you might just find a memory that stays for your whole lifetime. George said, I know every road from here to Tennessee. I've got a compass built somewhere inside of me. Lucy smiled quietly, looking at the signs, knowing George's confidence worked most of the time. 20 miles later, things looked kinda strange. Mountains looked different, everything had changed. Kids said, hey daddy, are we still going right? George said, of course we are, holding the map upside. Wrong turn on Route 66. Sometimes life has funny little tricks. You might get lost, but you might just find a memory that stays for your whole lifetime. They rolled into a town nobody ever knew, with a little white church and a sky so blue. People were dancing right there in the street, with a jukebox playing that Boogie Woogie beat. A man said, welcome strangers, you arrived just in time. We're having our summer party with music and pie. George looked at Lucy with a funny little smile. I planned this all along, every single mile. Lucy started laughing, the kids laughed too. Sure you did, Daddy, we believe you. They ate homemade cook and they danced all night under little lanterns in the warm moonlight. The town had no ocean, no famous hotel, no giant attraction, no stories to sell. But something about it just felt so right, like they were supposed to be there that night. Wrong turn on Route 66. Sometimes life has funny little tricks. You might get lost, but you might just find a memory that stays for your whole lifetime. Next day in the morning they got ready to go. Everyone was waving, standing in a row. Come back next summer, the whole town cried. George wiped a tear but tried to hide. Back on the highway, Lucy took his hand. You found something better than what we planned. George said, that's right, I knew what to do. Lucy said, sure, George, we all believe you. Years went by, but the story stayed about that wrong turn the family made. Every summer evening they laughed about when George got them lost and found new friends. The map was framed, hanging on the wall, with a little red circle around that town so small. A reminder that sometimes the road you don't choose can be the road that was waiting for you. Oh, wrong turn on Route 66. Sometimes life has funny little tricks. The road you planned might not be the one that brings the laughter and all the fun. A wrong turn on Route 66. The best little mistake they ever did.
Every family has a story that gets a little bigger every summer. And this one is about a fisherman, a legendary catch, and one tiny problem. Nobody else saw it. The biggest fish nobody saw! Charlie packed his fishing gear on a Friday afternoon. Said, this little lake of ours will know my name real soon. He bought a brand new fishing rod, a lucky hat as well. Told every single neighbor the story he would tell. There's a giant in that water waiting there for me, the biggest fish around that anyone will ever see. His wife Betty smiled and packed the picnic too. She said, catch that famous fish before it catches you. The biggest fish nobody saw, the greatest catch without a flaw. It was bigger than a boat, or so he'll always say. That fish keeps growing every single day. They arrived beside the lake early in the light. Charlie said, today's the day, I feel it going right. He sat down by the water, looking very wise, like a fishing champion waiting for his prize. Little Tommy caught one before the morning sun. Betty caught another just while having fun. Even old man Wilson, fishing from the shore, caught 3 little fishes, maybe even 4. The biggest fish nobody saw, the greatest catch without a flaw. It was bigger than a boat, or so he'll always say. That fish keeps growing every single day. Charlie changed his fishing spot, then he changed his chair, changed his lucky fishing hat, and combed his little hair. Fish can sense a legend, Charlie proudly said. Betty tried so hard not to laugh instead. The ducks were swimming by, the birds were flying low. Everybody caught something except poor Charlie though. He looked into the water and whispered quietly, come on, little buddy, don't embarrass me. The evening sun was falling, the lake was shining gold. Charlie stayed behind, feeling brave and bold. Then suddenly the water started moving wide. Something very giant was swimming by his side. Charlie grabbed the fishing rod, his eyes open wide. This is the big moment, my famous fishing ride. The fish jumped from the water higher than before, then waved its little tail and disappeared
every single day.
Charlie ran back shouting, "You won't believe tonight. That fish was like a monster. It gave me quite a fight."
Everyone was listening, smiling ear to ear. Of course it was enormous, sure it was, my dear.
Tommy asked his father, "How big was it again?"
Charlie stretched his arms as wide as they could extend. Every time he told it, the fish began to grow, from a little lake legend to the biggest fish show. Years went rolling onward, summers came and passed, but Charlie's famous fish tale was always built to last. The picture frame stayed empty, hanging on the wall, for the greatest fish ever that nobody saw it all.
But nobody remembered the fish that got away.
They remembered laughing on that summer day. Sometimes the best treasures are stories that we share with family all around us and love everywhere.
The biggest fish nobody saw,
The greatest catch
without a flaw.
maybe it was tiny, maybe 10 feet tall, but Charlie's famous fish was the best story of them all.
You know, folks, a cowboy hat can be bought in a store, but convincing a horse that you're a real cowboy, well, that's a whole different adventure. This one goes out to Billy, the man who went west looking for a horse and found a story instead. The cowboy who lost his horse. Billy drove out west with a dream in his mind, left the city streets and the traffic behind, bought himself a cowboy hat, boots shining bright, said by tomorrow morning I'll be riding just right. His wife Jenny smiled from the passenger side.
You never touched a horse, but I admire your pride.
Billy tipped his hat, said just wait and see, there's a real cowboy living inside of me. He's the cowboy who lost his horse. Things didn't go the expected course. He found adventure and a little bit more. The cowboy who lost the horse next door. They arrived at the ranch under sky so blue.
Billy told the ranchers, "I know what to do."
The old cowboy laughed and handed him the reins.
This horse knows more than all of us combined.
The horse's name was Daisy, gentle and smart.
She had a big personality and a golden heart.
Billy said, "Come on, Daisy, follow my command."
Daisy just walked over to the carriage stand.
He's the cowboy who lost his horse. Things didn't go the expected course. He found adventure and a little bit more. The cowboy who lost the horse next door. Billy climbed the saddle feeling 10 feet tall,
Waving to the people, smiling at them all.
Take my picture, Jenny, this is my big day.
But Daisy saw some apples and slowly walked away.
Billy looked around with a confused little face.
How did my horse leave at such a slow pace?
Everybody laughed by the old wooden gate.
Daisy ate an apple and enjoyed her break.
Billy searched the ranch from morning until noon,
Calling Daisy, "Girl, come back real soon."
he checked by the river, he checked by the trees.
He checked everywhere except where she would be.
Then Jenny started laughing, pouring down the way.
Daisy was relaxing, eating fresh green hay.
Right beside the stable, happy as could be, waiting for Billy underneath the tree. He's the cowboy who lost his horse. Things didn't go the expected course. He found adventure and a little bit more. The cowboy who lost the horse next door. started loud.
Billy's little story was famous in the crowd.
Cowboys all loved him and his funny little ride.
Daisy stood beside him with a little horse pride.
Billy said, all right, maybe she's the boss.
She wasn't missing.
I was the one who got lost. Jenny kissed his cheek under western skies. You're still my cowboy.
In my eyes.
Years later, Billy still wore that old hat
And told everybody, let me tell you about that.
the day I rode west to show my cowboy force.
Then became the legend who misplaced his horse.
A picture of Daisy hung up on the wall,
The smartest little horse that fooled them all.
because sometimes vacations don't go as planned.
But the funniest stories are the ones that stand.
He's the cowboy who lost his horse. Things didn't go the expected course.
He found laughter forevermore.
The happiest cowboy who lost his horse. Who lost his horse. Some folks pack for sunshine. Some folks pack for adventure. But when Tom packed for the mountains, he forgot one tiny little thing. The mountains don't always check the calendar. The snow in the middle of summer. Tom was tired of the summer heat burning up the town. Said, let's find some mountain air before we all melt down. Linda packed a picnic basket. Kids ran to the car. Tom said, cool, fresh breezes are waiting not too far. He grabbed his brightest summer shirt, shorts, and brand new shades. Trust me, everybody, I was born for holidays. No coats inside the suitcase, no sweaters anywhere. Just a man with a big plan and confidence to spare. Snow in the middle of summertime. A funny little mountain they'll remember for a lifetime. They went looking for sunshine, but found something new. A cold little vacation under sky so blue. The Chevrolet went climbing higher every mile. The kids looked out the window with a big excited smile. The trees grew taller, the air began to change. Linda looked around and said, this weather feels strange. Tom just kept on smiling, no worries, not today. Summer is summer, that's what I always say. Then they reached the cabin and opened up the door. A tiny little snowflake landed on the floor. Snow in the middle of summertime. A funny little mountain they'll remember for a lifetime. They went looking for sunshine, but found something new. A cold little vacation under sky so blue. Tom stepped outside proudly in his flower shirt. 5 seconds later, he discovered it hurt. The neighbors wore jackets and warm wool hats. Tom stood there frozen, wondering about that. A local man was laughing with a friendly little grin. You must be new around here. Welcome, come on in. Mountains have surprises, that's just what they do. Sometimes July morning feels like winter too. They bought funny sweaters from the little mountain store. The biggest ones hanging right beside the door. Tom got one with snowflakes dancing all around. The kid said, Dad looks like the king of this town. They drank hot chocolate in
The vacation was different from Tom's perfect plan, but he became the happiest frozen summer man. Snow in the middle of summertime, a funny little mountain they'll remember for a lifetime. They went looking for sunshine, but found something new, a cold little vacation under sky so blue. They took family pictures standing in the snow. Everyone back home would never even know. Is that really August? The neighbors would say. How did you find winter on a summer holiday? Tom would smile proudly, pointing at the frame. That mountain vacation brought our family fame. We wanted something normal, but normal went away, and that's why we remember every single day. Years kept on moving, but the story stayed alive about that summer journey and the snowy mountain drive. The old flower shirt was hanging on the wall, the worst thing for winter, but the funniest of all. Sometimes perfect weather isn't what you need. Sometimes little surprises plant the happiest seed. A wrong little suitcase, a snowy mountain view can become a memory that always stays with you. Snow in the middle of summertime, a funny little mountain they'll remember for a lifetime. They went looking for sunshine, but found something more, a summer full of laughter they never had before. They never had before.
Some people go to Hollywood to look for movie stars, but every now and then Hollywood looks back and says, hey, maybe that's our guy. Hollywood called my name. Bobby packed a suitcase on a sunny Friday night, said, I'm going Hollywood where the stars are shining bright. Bought himself some sunglasses and a brand new tie, practiced famous movie waves as the cars went by. His wife Annie laughed from the kitchen door, you're just taking pictures, nothing more. Bobby smiled and answered, just wait and see, maybe Hollywood's been waiting for me. Hollywood called my name under those shining lights, just a regular man having movie star nights. Maybe not famous, maybe not in the frame, but for one little moment Hollywood called my name. They arrived in California with the morning sun. The studio tour started and the day had begun. Cameras were rolling, people were running around. Bobby walked proudly across movie town. Someone yelled, there he is from across the way. We've been looking for you almost half the day. Bobby fixed his collar and stood up tall. I always knew someday I'd get the call. Hollywood called my name under those shining lights, just a regular man having movie star nights. Maybe not famous, maybe not in the frame, but for one little moment Hollywood called my name. They handed him a jacket and a little clipboard too, said hurry up buddy, we're waiting for you. Bobby told Annie with a confident smile, my acting career started in style. He waved to the people walking down the street, shook every hand of everyone he'd meet, signed little papers with a movie star grin, thinking adventure was about to begin. The director came over with a puzzled face. Who is this fella standing in this place? Everybody stopped, the whole movie crew. Bobby smiled and said, I'm the man you knew. The director started laughing, holding his side. We needed our assistant, not a movie star, right? But I have to admit, you stole the show today. Never seen someone make a mistake that way. Hollywood called my name under those shining lights. Just a regular man having movie star nights. Maybe not famous, maybe not in the frame, but for one little moment, Hollywood called my name. They let Bobby stay for the afternoon, playing little parts under the California moon. He carried some papers, he opened the door, but he acted like a legend forevermore. And he took pictures laughing all the while, seeing her husband with that movie star smile. No golden trophy, no famous display, but you made everybody remember this day. Years went by, but the story stayed about the Hollywood trip and the role Bobby played. The sunglasses rested on the bedroom shelf from the day he became a star to himself. Sometimes dreams happen in a funny little way. Sometimes mistakes make the perfect day. You don't need your name in bright lights above to be a superstar for the people you love. Hollywood called my name under those shining lights. Just a regular man having movie star nights. The camera stopped rolling, but the memories remain. The day little Bobby thought Hollywood called his name. They told Grandma, be careful in the big city. But after one day in New York, the city was asking how to keep up with Grandma. Grandma took over New York City. The family packed the car on a sunny summer day, taking Grandma Rose to see New York far away. They said, hold our hands, the city moves so fast. Grandma smiled and answered, I've seen plenty in my past. She wore her favorite dress and her little Sunday hat, with a purse full of candy and stories to check. The kids said, don't worry, we'll show you what to do. Grandma laughed and told them, I might teach you a thing or two. Grandma took over New York City, walking through town looking sharp and pretty. They thought she'd get lost in the busy crowd, but Grandma Rose made the whole town proud. They stepped out of the taxi on the busy street. Grandma said hello to everyone she'd meet. She talked with the driver about his family back home. 5 minutes later, she was never alone. The hot dog man waved from across the way. Grandma Rose, come try this today. The family looked around with surprise in their eyes. How does she know people under these city skies? Grandma took over New York City, walking through town looking sharp and pretty. They thought she'd get lost in the busy crowd, but Grandma Rose made the whole town proud. They went to a diner for a little lunch break. Grandma told the cook how to improve his cake. She added more sugar, a little secret style. Soon everybody there was standing in a line. The jukebox started playing a rock and roll tune. Grandma started dancing in the afternoon. The waiters were clapping, the people joined too. Nobody expected what Grandma could do. The family turned around for just one little while. Grandma disappeared with her confident smile. They searched every corner, every city block, looking at the station, looking at the clock. Then they heard some music coming from the square. Guess who was laughing and dancing over there? Grandma had a crowd cheering all around. She was the most famous lady in the town. Grandma took over New York City, walking through town looking sharp and pretty. They thought she'd get lost in the busy
said, "Grandma, we worried about you." She said, "Little darling, I was worried too." I turned around once and you all disappeared. I've been waiting here for you to come near. Everybody laughed under city lights. New York was shining on that summer night. They came to show Grandma the city so wide, but Grandma showed them the city's heart inside. Years later they remembered that vacation day when Grandma Rose did things her own way. Pictures on the wall show that city trip. Grandma with a smile and a diner milkshake sip. She never needed maps or a fancy guide. She carried kindness everywhere inside. Sometimes the biggest places feel warm and small when you bring enough love to share with them all. Grandma took over New York City, walking through town looking sharp and pretty. They thought they would leave, but finally they knew Grandma Rose taught New York a thing or two. A thing or two.
Well, folks, what a summer ride it's been. We hope these little stories brought some smiles to your morning. Wherever the road takes you, remember, the best vacations are the memories we make along the way. Your Boogie Woogie breakfast show is always here with a song and a smile. Now let's bring this summer journey home. The suitcase by the doorway, the car parked outside. Another summer journey, another crazy ride. Pictures on the table, stories everywhere. Little bits of laughter floating through the air. They look back at the places they had been before. Every little memory opened up a door. From oceans to the mountains, from cities shining bright. Every funny moment still felt new tonight. Back home was the best vacation. After all those miles we go, every road became a story. Every place helped our hearts grow. From the morning sun to the evening glow, we found our way together on the Boogie Woogie breakfast show. Remember those 2 tickets to that Hawaiian dream, the perfect little getaway, or so it all did seem. They missed that flying airplane, but found something true. A backyard full of music and skies just as blue. Remember that old campground deep among the trees, the brave camping king shaking at the breeze. A bear came for breakfast, or so they all believed. Just a little raccoon with cookies up his sleeve. Back home was the best vacation. After all those miles we go, every road became a story. Every place helped our hearts grow. From the morning sun to the evening glow, we found our way together on the Boogie Woogie breakfast show. Down in sunny Miami, where the ocean waves would roar, the surfing king named Frank kept running back for more. He fell into the water, but he never lost his pride, because the biggest victory was enjoying the ride. Under biggest lights, a penny had its day. Eddie chased his fortune in a funny little way, but Mary found the magic with one simple try. Sometimes
66 was calling with a highway melody. George knew every road, or so he believed. A wrong turn found a town they never planned to see. Sometimes getting lost is where you're meant to be. Charlie and his fishing pole still tells everyone today about the giant fish that almost got away. Nobody saw the legend swimming near the shore, but every single summer that fish grows a little more. Back home was the best vacation. After all those miles we go, every road became a story. Every place helped our hearts grow. From the morning sun to the evening glow, we found our way together on the Boogie Woogie Breakfast Show. Billy went out west with his cowboy hat held high, looking for adventure underneath the western sky. He thought he lost his horse, but Daisy knew the way. Sometimes the smartest partner has nothing much to say. Tom found snowy mountains in the middle of July, standing in his summer shirt, wondering why, oh why. But warm hearts and cold weather made the perfect day. Sometimes the best surprises come the strangest way. Grandma Rose in New York showed him all around. She didn't lose herself, she went and found the town. The biggest city lights couldn't slow her down. Grandma brought a little home to everyone around. So here's to every journey, the big ones and the small, the funny little moments that mean the most of all. Keep your family close wherever you may go, and save another seat for the Boogie Woogie Breakfast Show. Back home was the best vacation, with every friend we know. Every laugh became a memory, every memory helped us grow. Until we meet again, let that old jukebox glow. There's always another morning at the Boogie Woogie Breakfast Show. Thank you for spending your morning with us. Keep smiling, keep dancing, and keep those happy memories alive. We'll see you again real soon, right here with your friends at the Boogie Woogie Breakfast Show. Thank you for spending your morning with us.